Let me go live on Instagram as well. Hello, YouTube. Hello, Facebook. Hello, TikTok. Hello, Instagram. Welcome. Thank you so much for being here with me. It is the 4th of August of 2022, and I'm so grateful to be here with you. My name is Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. And I'm honored, I'm humbled that you're here joining me today. I really appreciate it. This is the Empowered Immigrant Live, and so thank you for joining me. All right? Remember, at the Empowered Immigrant Live, we are here to train, to teach, to inspire, and to empower immigrants to make the most out of immigration laws and to make the most out of their lives. Okay? Today our theme is new strategies for TPS and DACA holders. And really we're talking about new strategies for TPS and DACA holders to adjust status, or to empower them to be able to adjust status in the future. All right? That's my goal. So my question for you is, hey, do you want to get a green card this year? Is this year your year? Right? Because if so, I'd love to help you with that. All right? If so, go for it. My firm is on a mission to win 10,000 immigration cases in the next 10 years, and we would love for your case to be one of them. Thank you to everyone who submitted their questions in advance. And we'll do 30 minutes as always in English. We'll also then do this episode in Spanish. And so if you've got a question, hey, send me your question and I'll answer it. Okay? Before we get started with immigration law and with talking about this new announcement, this new strategy for TPS and for DACA holders, I want to start with an empowerment tip. This is the Empowered Immigrant Podcast. Let me start with an empowerment tip, okay? I love this type of stuff. And I love it because personally I have not always been quote-unquote empowered. I've gone through a rough and turbulent journey to get where I am today. And, and so it has been a discovery for me to learn how to become a more effective human being, a more effective lawyer, a more effective leader, to lead and to grow an organization. And so today my tip is kind of about that. And what I want to say is about leadership, and the challenge is to lead yourself. Okay? Lead yourself. So leadership is a serious challenge. And leadership might show up for you with leading your children, or leading your family, or leading your business, or leading in any area of your life, anything that you're trying to create. Okay? And it can be a serious challenge. And at the same time, it's also where some of the biggest rewards in life come from. So to grow as a leader, I recommend look at the person who's the most challenging to lead, which often is yourself. All right? I would argue that it's always yourself. You're the most difficult person to lead. You can't face let me say it like this. If you can't face uncertainty, if you can't conquer your own self-doubt, if you can't lead yourself through tough times, then you won't be effective leading your family, leading your friends, leading your colleagues, leading a team through tough times or through their own self-doubt. Okay? But how do you do that? You know, in a sentence, the way to do it is to honor your word. In other words, you do what you say you're going to do. You make commitments and then you keep them. All right? Even when it's tough. That is leading yourself, and that is what makes you a stronger leader of others. So let me ask you a question in that. What are you doing right now that you know you should stop doing? Smoking, right? Alcohol, right? Whatever Like, what habit do you have that you know you should stop doing? Time to lead yourself and actually stop doing whatever that thing is. Like, figure it out. There's lots of materials in the world that can help you. There's lots of programs that can help you. Lead yourself and get to it. All right? How about this? Where in your life are you distracted where you know you need to focus to get what you want? Like, lead yourself. Turn off the distractions and focus on what you need to focus on. Okay? Let me ask you this. Who do you need to have a conversation with? Maybe a tough conversation with, but you're resisting that conversation. Right? Lead yourself. What's that thing that you have been putting off that you know you need to make a change in your life to go for what you want in your life, but you've been avoiding it or pushing it off, or telling yourself, it's too expensive. Telling yourself, it's too difficult. Right? Like, lead yourself. All right? It's not too expensive. It's not too difficult. In fact, it's costing you more avoiding it. All right? Not doing that thing, whatever it is actually leading you off course, leading you further away from the life you know you're capable of. So whatever, get it done. All right? Lead yourself. Get it done. Got it? You do that and you'll be more effective in your life and you'll be more effective as a leader of others. That's my empowerment tip for today. Hope it was useful. Thanks for listening to it. Let me know if it was useful. Heck. So, all right, now we're going to get into the theme for today, which is new strategies for TPS and DACA holders to be able to adjust status in the United States. And so, as always, I like to start with the basics. And the first thing you got to know, the first thing you got to know is it's not a new strategy. Okay? It's actually an old strategy which got canceled under the Trump administration and now has been brought back to life. Okay? So the case that I'm talking about is a case, it's called the matter of ZRZC. And it was a stupid case, all right? And it was decided in 2020. This is just another stupid case that was decided under the Trump administration. Sorry, former President Trump. I believe your immigration policy was awful, all right? And that policy, this case that was decided, said that TPS holders who left on advanced parole and re-entered the U.S. using that advanced parole were not eligible to use that parole to adjust status. Okay? And the response to this case is, what? Like, say again? Right? Like, it's completely contrary to what immigration law says. Okay? Immigration law, like Section 245A of the Immigration Nationality Act, if you want to look it up, says that a person who's married to a U.S. citizen can adjust status if, one, they've been inspected and admitted or paroled into the United States. Hear that, former President Trump? Or paroled into the United States, all right? Second requirement is you have to have a legal and good faith marriage to a U.S. citizen. And third requirement is you have to be admissible. No crimes, no drugs, no fraud, no alien smuggling, no any of the inadmissibility grounds, all right? If you've got those three things and you're married to a U.S. citizen, or if you have a U.S. citizen child who's turned 21, you can adjust status under the law, right? And so the concept that, if you were paroled in after quote-unquote advanced parole through TPS or DACA, you can't be inspected and admitted or paroled. Like, that concept was, it was kind of stupid. It was just like a bad decision. And so thank you to the current administration, and thank you to, USCIS, right, and the Department of Homeland Security right now for reviewing that and deciding, yeah, actually that wasn't in line with actual law, and then they rescinded that decision. So there's a formal memo. It came out last month. Here it is, all right? It's on the rescission of the matter of ZRZC. It is a 29-page memo, and read it if you want to. It's on the USCIS website. But the bottom line is, that decision that was decided back in 2020 was wrong, and we're rescinding it. And if you've got TPS or DACA, and if you leave on advanced parole and now you're paroled in the United States, yes, of course, you can use that parole towards the legal requirements to adjust status in the U.S. Got it? So that's it. That's it. That's the legal topic that I wanted to discuss. And so how does that benefit you, right? If you've got TPS or if you've got DACA, and if you know someone who does, if you're like gonna marry somebody in the future, if you're considering marriage, if you're currently married, all right? If you have a U.S. citizen child, if you have a U.S. citizen child that's about to turn 21, it's like, let's talk about this strategy. Because if you applied for advanced parole, like go visit someone in your home country, get a travel document so that you can re-enter the country legally, right? That first prong for adjustment of status is all about a legal entry. And we can get you that legal entry because TPS and DACA are legal statuses. Got it? Like they're issued by regulation. They're issued by the U.S. government. They're legal. So we can get you a travel document to allow you to enter the United States lawfully, and a person can use that lawful entry to meet that first requirement to be allowed to apply for a green card here in the U.S. It can be a game changer, people. This can change your life. Okay? So if you're in that situation, hey, I'd love to, have you call, give my office a call. Let's schedule a consultation. My consultations team is amazing. They can walk you through it. We can discuss the strategy. And if it applies in your situation, heck, this could totally change your future. All right, everybody, thank you. That's all for my theme for today. Now I want to get into your questions. I've gotten several questions. First of all, I see Christopher. Hello. I see you said hello on YouTube, I think. So thank you for that. Godchild. Hello. Lens Roosevelt. Hello. Fearlesa. Hello. Hello. And everybody else who's here joining me, hello. Thank you for being here. Again, my name's Otis Landerholm. I'm the founding attorney here at Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C., where we fight for your American dream. And now I want to get into your questions. Several folks submitted questions through our website ahead of time. And so feel free, if you're watching this, and if you have a question, you can submit a question there. All right? Some questions also come in through email, and some come in through text or through comments here in the chat. So if you've got a question, submit it however you want. The first question that I have comes from Cornelio. All right? Cornelio, you say, can you help me apply for a work permit? I have asylum already. Cornelio, a one-word answer, yes. All right? If you have asylum already, congratulations. It's not easy to win asylum. All right? And yes, we can help you apply for a work permit through asylum. The grant of asylum actually makes you legally, automatically authorized for employment. And to get the work permit, absolutely, we'd love to help you. Feel free to give us a call. Let's do it. Okay? The next question that I have comes from Dennis. Dennis, you have a question. You say, I have a girlfriend from Venezuela. all right? And she managed to go to Chile with her 3 children, 3, 6, and 17 years old, all right? She has requested passports, but those passports have been delayed. The situation in Venezuela is tough, all right? It's tough for everybody listening, and for everybody from Venezuela who's listening. Like, my heart goes out to you. We've got lots of clients from Venezuela. It's a tough situation right now, okay? And so, so then your question is, will they have a problem to get visas? You've applied for their K1 and K2 fiance visas, right? For the K1 for your fiance, so that they can come in and you can get married here. K2 for all of her children. And so we're planning to go to Chile. Is there a way that you could get it started without a passport? This is a great question. The honest answer, Dennis, is that I am not 100% sure if there's a way to get a visa without a passport. I believe normally the answer is no. You got to get a passport first. I believe for Venezuelans right now, the U.S. government recognizes the difficulty in getting a passport and allows for people to have expired Venezuelan passports and get visas in them to enter the U.S. I believe, though, that it's going to be difficult if they don't have any document, right? Any travel document. And I would need to research it. If you were to call our office and have a consultation, we could get to the bottom of that issue to get you good advice on that piece. You might need to apply for something else in Chile, a humanitarian parole type of document, some other type of travel document, because I don't know that they can get you a visa without a passport at all. Okay? And the child who was born in Chile should get I assume that they're a Chilean citizen. We could research that issue. I believe that they are. So you would want to get a Chilean passport for that person and then look for a way to get a travel document for the other children so that you can get the visas in their passports. Best of luck. That is a tough situation. Best of luck for you, and I hope that you're able to navigate it. If you need our help researching to get to the bottom of any of those legal issues, hey, we'd love to do that. Okay, that's a complex question. I'd love to help you through it. Okay, so and normally to get a visa, everybody, you got to have a passport first. There are some exceptions that the government can make from time to time if there's special situations, war situations in your country of birth, right, or your country of nationality. All right, the next question that I have comes from James. James, thank you for your question. You say, good morning. My daughter is a Canadian. I want to go visit her. Do I need a travel document? Well, if you're a U.S. citizen, all right, typically you do not need a visa to enter Canada. Canada and the United States, gosh, I don't think that the regulation... First of all, I'm not a Canadian immigration lawyer. I'm a U.S. immigration lawyer. So for specific advice on traveling to Canada, you could talk to a Canadian immigration lawyer. So take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt. I went to Canada with my wife on our honeymoon. I grew up in Alaska. We drove through Canada all the time. Show your U.S. citizen birth certificate, show your U.S. citizen passport. Typically, they can give you up to 3 months, all right, into Canada as a U.S. citizen without getting a specific travel visa, okay? Canada's a great country. I encourage you to go visit Canada. And you want to take a few precautions. For example, if you have a DUI on your record, Canada treats that more seriously than the U.S. treats that, all right? Canada actually treats a DUI as a quote-unquote inadmissibility issue, and so you want to be aware of that. There are certain restrictions on travel into Canada, and for your situation, you might consider talking to a Canadian immigration attorney just to double-check that issue. But as long as you're squeaky clean, go with your U.S. birth certificate, your U.S. passport, proof that you're a U.S. citizen, you should be fine to enter for a short period of time and then re-enter the U.S. All right, cool. And if you're not a U.S. citizen, then yeah, you would need a visa to enter Canada. Okay? So next question, I believe, comes from, the name on here is Godchild. All right, so Godchild, hello, that's a cool name. Thank you for it. So you say, my VAWA I-360 was approved in August of last year, and I filed my I-360 and my I-485 together. My case was never transferred to the local field office. When I checked my I-485, it said it was received on January 12th by the Vermont Service Center. What should I do now? How long do I have to wait until it gets transferred? Okay, awesome. So my hope for you, Godchild, is that your case is not transferred and it's approved by the Vermont Service Center. Now that your I-360 was approved, heck, your case might be approved and approvable without being transferred to a field office for an interview. We've seen that happen. Sometimes, though, if there's an issue in your case or whatever, Vermont can transfer it to a local field office so that you're scheduled for an interview, so that you go in and meet with somebody and they can make a final decision or ask you specific questions about something in your record or whatever. And then it takes a little bit longer and you get your green card, okay, as long as everything goes well. If you are transferred to a local field office, if you are scheduled for an interview, my best advice is that you have a lawyer help you. And if your case goes outside of processing times, then, my best advice is have a lawyer help you. We can do inquiries, ombudsman requests, call USCIS, email USCIS to stay on top of them to help keep your case moving forward, okay? And even there, the delays and the backlogs are enormous. And so any immigration case, yes, does require patience, but that's my advice about it. Okay? All right, my next advice, Lenz Roosevelt, I see, good morning. Thank you for keeping us updated, watching from Florida. All right, hello. Thank you. Thank you for joining us. My next question comes from Kyla, and I think this is my last question for the day. I love it. So, Kyla, you say, I have a T visa. I got injured. I haven't had work for a while. Can I still adjust status? Thank you. I will not be a challenge by the financial stuff. You're asking about the public charge ground for adjustment of status. Good news for you, Kyla. If you got a T visa, you are exempt from the public charge issue completely. And so, yes, you can still adjust status even if you're not currently working. File your case. If you need help with that process, give my office a call. We'd love to help you through that process. You'll have a great case. Okay? Everybody, thank you all so much. All right? Thank you all so much for being here. I really appreciate your being here. I see another question just came in. Jordan. All right, Jordan, thank you for your question. You say, hey, my question is, are DACA renewals being delayed? Is there a fee to pay to be put ahead of the waiting list? Okay, all right, these are great questions, all right? There has been some announcements. You may have seen announcements related to premium processing. Premium processing, quote unquote, allows people to get ahead of the wait list only on employment-based immigration cases. Things like DACA renewals, asylum cases, family-based cases, there's no way to get ahead of the wait list. The wait list is something you got to live with, okay? And are DACA renewals being delayed? I mean, everything's being delayed, okay? So the answer is yes, everything is delayed right now. A lot of that's due to the pandemic. A lot of that's due to other things. But the short answer is yes, everything's being delayed. And as long as you have a bona fide and approvable application to get your DACA renewed, you should be okay. Got it? All right, everybody, that's it. Hello to my friends on Instagram. Firlesa, hello. Lacey, hey, great to see you. Hello. El Pollo Jalisco, hello. DJ, hello. Government, Andes, hello. Welcome. Thank you all so much. If you're on TikTok, if you're on Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, hey, thank you all so much for being here. That's all the time that we have for our episode here today in English. If you speak Spanish and if you want to join us in just a few minutes in Spanish, stick around, stay tuned. All right, join us again in just a few minutes. If you have a question that I haven't answered yet, please feel free to still send your comment, still send your email, still log into our website to ask your question there. I will still answer those questions. To see those answers, please To see those answers, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please hit the notifications bell in YouTube. That's the easiest way to be notified every time we have a new update or there's news or something's going on with immigration, all right? And if you have an immigration case, please give my office a call. We are here to help you. We would love to help you, all right? Thank you so much, everybody. Gracias. We'll see you in Spanish in just a moment. Best of luck. Take care. I'm Otis Landerholm, Landerholm Immigration, A.P.C, where we fight for your American dream. We'll see you on the next episode of the Empowered Immigrant Live. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye.